Hello and welcome to Sparring Sessions. My name's Stax, and we're here today to break down best bets for UFC 323, Davashvili versus Yan 2. First, though, I'm going to bring in my co-host. If you listen to these episodes back to back, you already know who it is, but UFC Genie. How you doing today, Genie? Go Lions.
I'm doing good. Go Lions. Go
Hmm.
Lions.
Go
I
Lions
say it
indeed.
enough
So,
times, they're going to be in the playoffs.
okay,
But
sure.
I'm feeling good.
I've
I'm
said
ready to
that.
give you guys some bets. UFC 323, we're on the doorstep of it, man. And
Hmm.
I'm ready to break down the door and steal their wallet. Go off running, man. We're taking it
Wow.
all.
The Grinch who stole Christmas right here, eh? Well,
Exactly.
we said a few things about we spent probably an hour and a half on that card as a whole. So I want to ask you for your predictions. I want to ask you for, we already know who you're picking. I am going to ask you though, putting together your lines overall. Don't give me specifics. Overall, it's a good betting card for you. You a little more. You borrow a term from the stock market. Are you bullish or you bearish?
Kind of bullish in this one
Yeah.
to be honest with you.
Okay.
Last pay-per-view of the year, we got to ball out. We got to go crazy on this one.
Yeah. Yeah. Got to. We got to. So I am. Uh, gonna kick us off here with a new fun thing I'm gonna do. Normally we jump into our bets or our best bets right off the top, but I promised some fun parlays. I have 5 fun parlays for you. Okay. Um, Jeannie, you're gonna choose your favorite, and I will put several dollars on whatever you choose. Okay. There's one that could hit. One of them I think could hit. The rest, no. But first one, Judo black belt parlay. We have 2 black belts in judo: Bruno Ferreira Hulk and Iwo. Oh boy, they're gonna make me do this again. Baranowski. There we go. Okay, Ferreira and Iwo. The anti-washed parlay. Okay, so these are guys fighting guys who are washed. I got Tyra, I got Talbot, I got Ferreira, and I got Turner. You could convince me to leave Turner out there because Turner's also a little washed, but that gets you plus 545. The Jan and Jan parlay. Peter Jan and Jan Blachowicz gets you plus 662. Obviously, Peter Jan's a huge underdog. I took it one step further. It doesn't match as well, but it's the Jan and Van parlay. If he was Jan and Van, I would have bet money on this. Plus 1995, 1995. Crazy numbers here. Last but not least, I got the cheater parlay. Cheater parlay, okay? Muhammad Naimov and Henry Cejudo, 2 guys who cheat relentlessly. I'm going to be honest, I thought about including Antonio Tricoli in here because he cheated on Mackenzie Dern. But, I didn't, I couldn't bring myself to do it. So, 5 parlays there. That last one plus 891 if I didn't mention it. What's your favorite out of those 5?
Kind of like that second one, the anti-washed one.
Andy Wash? What do you
I
think? Leave
kind of like
Turner in or take him out?
leave Turner out for sure.
Out?
Leave
Okay.
Turner out for sure.
Okay, so then with Turner out, that's going to be a lot more reasonable. So Ferreira and just lost it here. Ferreira and Tyra and Talbot. That gets us to a reasonable 384 plus 384. So let's go with that. And because I went first with some of mine, I'm gonna let you give me your first. How many best bets do you have?
I have 4 best bets written down, and I have one parlay so far right now. Maybe I have a couple value plays as well. But
Okay,
because you gave me a parlay to start, I'll
yeah.
throw out my parlay as well.
Do you have a fun parlay or a parlay?
I'd say it's a fun parlay. I'm calling this one the new era parlay.
Oh, shout out.
So I'm going on the main card. All 3 boys are on the main card of this. I could even add one more, to be honest. I could actually do a quick on the fly one more in this if I want. I'm just gonna stick to the 3-leg. I think I like the 3-leg more. I'm going Peyton Talbot over Henry Cejudo. I think he wins a decision. I'm going Tatsuro Taira over Brandon
Mm.
Moreno, and I'm going Joshua Van over Alexandre Pantoja. Call me crazy. I'm sure I will be called crazy this week, but listen, he's winning that fight. And we got plus
Yeah,
622 for the three of those added all together. You take the money lines and you combine them, and you get plus 622.
I like it. That's a young gun parlay, minus a few people. You add, how old is Myron Santos? Is he 24, 20? He's 25. You take out, we'll call that the under 30 parlay. How about that?
Yeah.
I like that one. And I guess we'll go into best bets then. I'll give you a few here. I've already mentioned a few of them, but Bruno Ferreira, minus 105. I think it's a great number. I think Vittori's washed. He's fighting a guy. I'd pick Bruno Ferreira on the ground, and I'd pick him on the feet, too. And I think if, he's losing back-to-back boxing matches to Roman Dolidze and Brendan Allen, it's not a good sign. I would pick Bruno Ferreira against at least Dolidze. Maybe Bruno, or maybe Brendan Allen. And then my second pick, Tetru Tyra Moneyline, minus 125. Go listen to the preview show for why, but I think he definitely learned some lessons from the Brandon Royval fight. He's not going to go 0-2 to Brandon's, as much as that would be hilarious. But these guys need these prospect losses, right? We've talked about it a few times on that card. It being 3 rounds helps him a lot. So, give me Tetsuo Taira here.
All right. So, my first one that I'm going to give you is Fares Siam money line over Nazim Sadikov. I like minus 135 a lot. I do understand why the line's close, but I think we're going to understand the playing field that I think Fares Siam is a higher level than Nazim Sadikov. Nazim Sadikov kind of has to get Fares Siam out of there. I don't see him beating him by decision. I think Fares Siam's too polished. He's too smart. He has a great game plan, and I think he ends up winning this fight by decision. I'm going Fares Siam minus 135 as a best bet.
Okay.
That's the first one I'm locking in. The next one, let's go to Killer Karine Silva versus Macy Barber. This fight, you gotta go Macy Barber. I think Karine Silva has a clear path to lose this fight, and it's just to take her down. Vivian Araujo was able to beat her up pretty convincingly on that John Jones card against Stipe, whatever that number was. I think it was on. I'm pretty sure it was on that card. And Macy Barber's just gonna be taking Karine Silva down, pretty much implementing that same game plan Vivian Araujo was able to implement, and she's gonna take home a decision. I'm going Macy Barber by points. Minus 110. I like that line. That's where you got to go in this fight, I think. And while I'm here, I'll do one more for you. I'm gonna go to the main card.
Ooh.
You guys know me. I don't go with 40-year-old fighters. It's a system fade at that point, and I got to go with Bogdan Guskov to beat Jan Blachowicz. Plus 115. You're getting underdog odds for the dude that's 11 years younger. That is insane to me. Guskov has the potential to knock out Jan Blachowicz as well as beating him by decision. Jan kind of has to fight, I don't want to say a perfect fight, but he has to fight a very smart, reserved fight if he wants to beat Guskov, and Guskov has to make a lot of mistakes for that to also happen, and I just can't see him doing it. I think Bogdan Guskov plus 115 is a great line. That's a third best bet for you, and I'll throw the ball back over to you.
I've got 2 more best bets before we hop into our value play. Well, before you finish yours off, and then we hop into our value plays. First one, I'm going Manuel Torres plus 184. We both picked him, and I think he can KO Grant Dawson. I think he can out-grit Grant Dawson, too. Keep an eye on this number. I'm giving you a plus 184. It was plus 140 earlier in the week. I feel like this is just going to grow. So if you're on the Torres side, maybe wait until wait till Friday, maybe Saturday morning, you know? And the second one, I gave it away on the preview show. If you know Will and I, you know we're betting Terrence McKinney, whoever he's fighting, under half a round. Terrence McKinney he doesn't get paid by the minute, he gets paid by the fight. And um, you think if you calculated, fight time versus pay, obviously we don't know those numbers, but you think he'd be pretty low on the scale all time?
He probably would be.
Probably would be.
Yeah.
Under 1.5, you get that at plus 165. I love that number. His last 6 fights have ended under 2 minutes. And plenty more before that. And then you look at Chris Duncan, not a quick finisher, but I mean, a few fights under 2 minutes as well. His last Contender Series victory, which I think this is going to look a lot like. So let's go with those two, Torres and McKinney Duncan under half a round. And that's all I got for best bets.
All right. And interestingly enough, I also am going with Terrence McKinney under half a round. I think that's a good bet. Plus 165. That's the way to go in that fight. It's one or the other. Chris Duncan or McKinney. I mean, it's one or the other to get it done in under half a round. And we said it on what Grant Dawson does. If this is on the feet, there is one clear side, and he's got a 90% takedown defense. There's one, like Manuel Torres wins this fight. He should, and plus 184 is straight disrespect. So that is all my best bets. So I guess it's time for value plays.
All right, I've got 4. I've got 4 here. I'm going to give you 2 at a time. The first one I'm going with is Freziam versus Nazim Sadikov under 2.5 rounds. They have this at plus 177. I think it's worth it. It's one of those things where Nazim Sadikov is a finisher. Like, I think all but one of his UFC fights, including his Contender Series fight, you go back some of his regional fights too, they were all finishes under 2.5. He should have finished Slavikoz. That should have been a finish too. But I think I think somebody's getting knocked out here, and I think it could happen under 2.5. That's just a crazy number for guys who hit pretty hard, you know. And my second one, did they take it down? You go with yours. I got to track this number down.
So my first value play, I'm going to go straight to the Chris Duncan-Terrence McKinney fight. And I think Chris Duncan absolutely obliterates Terrence McKinney. He's going to knock him out, I think, under 1 minute, I'd say. I think Chris Duncan gets him out of there fast. So I'm saying Chris Duncan by KO plus 165. I think that's a good value bet. So that's the first one I'm going to give you. And the next one, I'm going to go... I definitely see some value there. Tatsuro Taira by decision, plus 130. Ooh. There's definitely some money to be made there. He's minus 125 on the betting lines. So, like, I mean, he's gonna win this fight. If he wins this fight, it's gonna be a decision. I think I can't see him knocking out or submitting Brandon Moreno. So plus 130. That's money. That's money right there.
It's money.
Yeah.
Okay, I tracked down the numbers. I have 3 more. I'm just going to give them all out right now. Peyton Talbot. Well, sorry, I don't have the number for this. I can guess based on the finish lines. I'm going to take Peyton Talbot minus 3.5. I'm going to guess you're going to get pretty close to even money. So this is if he gets a finish or if he gets a UD and wins at least 30-27. So.
Okay. I have the line for that, minus 110.
Minus 110. You know what? Let's go with that. I was hoping you get plus money. I mean, Cejudo got, what was that, plus 9 versus Song Yadong. I think he's washed. And then my next one is going to be Taira. You said by decision. That perked my ears up a little bit. I'm going Taira by submission plus 525. Like I said, I don't I'm not in love with the submission defense with the grappling of Brandon Moreno. Alex Perez is a very hard man to submit. For all of his faults, he has many faults. Very hard man to submit, and I think Tyra brings so many weird things that Brandon Moreno is not going to be training that he's just not going to know what to do, and it could see third round rear naked choke or something. And then last but not least, I thought about this long and hard, um, but I'm going to go Bruno Ferreira. I went back and forth between the inside the distance and picking a method. Bruno Ferreira by submission at plus 850. That's what I'm going to go with ultimately. Inside the distance plus 165, which I didn't love. And this is just great value for a guy who is a judo black belt. And Marvin Vittori, you know, he's awful, but he still has a blackhead. I mean, come on. He got hit 300 times by Jared Cannonier, 400 times. He still kept coming. Decision twice versus Israel Adesanya. Losses, granted, but still. So I think Bruno Ferreira can submit him. Judo black belt. Got a few submissions.
All right, I got two more for you, and this might seem out of the ordinary. I'm going to make a case for two old guys on this card.
Oof.
Says the guy who doesn't pick anyone above 40. Edson Barboza at plus 250 against Jalen Turner. I feel like is a no-brainer if you really think about it. Jalen Turner has been beat how many times, and he's coming fresh out of retirement because he lost his last fight and he had no love for the game anymore, and now he's coming back. I never like it. I never like that. And like Edson Barboza, he has looked bad recently. Drakkar Klose did make him look bad, but you look at the guys he was fighting before that. Drakkar Klose is a step down, but before that, Edson Barboza was looking not bad. He was looking not bad. He went all five with Lerone Murphy, so I think Edson Barboza could get Jalen Turner out of there. Plus 250? That's crazy. And the other one, Triple C, Henry Cejudo at plus 225. Raoni Barcelos was able to out-wrestle Peyton Talbot for 3 rounds to a decision. So why not an Olympic gold medalist of Henry Cejudo? Why not, So plus 225 for Henry Cejudo. That's the last two value plays I have for you. I'm, of course, picking Jalen Turner, and I'm, of course, picking Peyton Talbot, but there's definitely reasons to pick against them, and that's just what I want to make a case for there.
I guess there's so many better old underdogs that you could have picked though on this card. Like, yeah, you could pick not even like super old guys, but like Brandon Moreno. We're both picking Tyra. Like Brandon Moreno is probably a better bet. Um, even Ibo Aslan, but maybe I'll be proven wrong. I was surprised. I was wondering where you were going with two old guys, but that's how it goes.
I think I made a good case there.
Yeah, you did. You did. I was a bit surprised. Bit surprised.
Yeah. Hey, that's what I do. That's what I do. But that's all I got for my bets.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, yeah, that's gonna be it for best bets. I looked a bit at next week's lines. There's nothing fleshed out enough where I want to talk about anything in depth. But I'm gonna say this: have you looked at the lines at all?
No, not for next week.
Okay, we'll save it for next week. Next week, I think there's going to be a lot of betting that we do next week, and I think we're going to be opposed on some of these. But spoiler or teaser, whatever you want to call it, that's for next week. Jeannie, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for watching, for listening. Like, comment, subscribe. Go to Jeannie's page and do the same. I'm sure you'll have betting video out soon, right?
Will.
Wonderful. And until we see you next time for UFC Fight Night Royval versus Almabayev.
Mystery opponent.
We'll see you then.
Yeah.
Peace out.